It's here at Mill River Union High School. I had technical difficulties. My camera equipment didn't work. I have since gone into the shop, heavy duty cleaning on the heads of the camera, camcorder, different tapes, and got my fingers crossed today. So we have Woodstock in the green taking on Mill River in white. This is girls varsity soccer action on a rainy, very windy, rainy day here at Mill River Union High School. And I'll try to get through the rosters for you, and hopefully everything will work fine. I pre-tested the camera for a while, and it's just old like me, and outdated like me, and unfixable like me, so we'll see what happens. We're going to have hands on there on the foul call. Mike Kinsler with the call, and we'll have the kick coming up on the penalty by Rebecca Day. Now she'll give way, and we'll see who's going to come up and take the kick now. Looks like Lee, number 18 for Mill River, and their home whites. Big game for Mill River. Woodstock regarded as one of the upper echelon elite teams. It's an elite program, very good soccer program. Always seems to be doing, just every year does so well. Mill River coming in, looking for a big win to get their morale boosted, their chemistry going here, and Kachupi will crash and burn, no whistle. They'll both play through the ball. Kachupi will roll and get up, and I'll play to the corner, and that will be a good job by Kachupi on the steal, the cross up in front, and handled by the goalie from Woodstock. Now, I hate to say the goalie from Woodstock, but they have 3 goalies on their roster. I cannot see her jersey number because they wear the really cool, fancy jerseys, all colors and stuff with no numbers on them. And I didn't have time with all the pre-game preparations of getting equipment in, set up and stuff like that to get the name of the goalie for Woodstock. But I'll work on it. You bear with me, and I'll work on it, and hopefully I'll have that young lady's name for you before I sign off the air today. But she made the save, and Mill River with a throw on the far side of the field here. It is raining right now. It's not raining as heavy as it was prior to the start of the game when we had basically a downpour. It is windy, and it has been windy, unlike Hurricane Ike windy, but it's been windy for Vermont. That definitely will affect play. Again, you are watching PEGTV Channel 15 Sports, Munger Vision on PEGTV, covering Mill River soccer action, and today it's the women of Mill River. We have some more Mill River girls games coming up on Munger Vision for you, along with some more Mill River boys soccer action. Mill River boys, congratulations, they won the Loisel tournament, defeating Rutland High School 3-1. I wish I could have been there and covered it for you, but they have a big problem with me at Rutland High School. Well, just one guy has a big problem with me at Rutland High School, and I'm not allowed to videotape their sports events, even if it's not them, but they won't allow the other schools like MSJ, like Mill River, like West Rutland, all those schools in the area who might want to see their teams, if they played against Rutland, they, for some reason, they can just bully everybody around and not allow that. Really should be switched. Really should have a look at the administration there, but it's as corrupted as all politics in the world are, and I just couldn't be there to bring you the Loisel tournament, I guess is the bottom line. Which is a shame, because Mill River probably would like to have it recorded for a moment in history. And the community probably would like to have seen it, but that's obviously the way the world goes. This is not a perfect world, far from it. On the fall, we'll have the kick from Woodstock. They'll hook it, spin it, and they'll hit on that wet grass and skid. It's good to see Caleb Plouffe out, number 14 in white for Mill River. Remember, she left the last game against Randolph with what appeared to be like an ankle or foot type injury, but she's out there. I already mentioned Mike Kinsler is one of the officials. The other one's Moose out there. Keith Page, quite the rugby enthusiast, rugby player, rugby coach type guy. He's out there. Here's the other official. There's Woodstock getting the ball down near the 25 to the 20, looking to enter the 18, gets it to the corner, and they'll make the move on the dribble, bring it back outside the box and drive the ball through, but not in on the goal. That's going to be popped up. Mooney, of course. Mackenzie Mooney is the goalie for Mill River. She faces a lot of shots, and that's going to be a great shot. That was a great shot. How she even got it out there and in a position to do any damage and put pressure on Mooney to make the save was incredible. And I'm just looking for a jersey number for her, number 3, I guess it is. That's Sophie Anderson. So Anderson took the shot for Woodstock, and the save was made by Mooney. But yes, I did the Randolph game, and I'd say about halfway through the first half of the game, I got that white flashing X in my viewfinder, which means I have the tracking problem. I have a dirty head on my camcorder, and boy, that just screwed the tape up the rest of the way. By the time I corrected it, it was probably just 15, 20 minutes left to go in the game, and by that time, it was a wasted afternoon on my part. Old equipment for an old guy. There's a bump and there's the whistle. Had to happen, yeah, and that was going to be Rodenis with the big thump out there, and she got called for the foul. So Woodstock, used to say not in our viewing area, this and that. I can't say that anymore because we're on the web. We're on the internet, and everybody gets channel 15 now. This is Brooke Gilbreth, with the kick coming up on the foul, and man, oh man, oh man. She tried to drive that right through the Mill River player, which was Carrera, who in self-defense just took the shot. There was no lobbing the ball over her, going left and right. She just literally tried to drive it right through Carrera, who I think was as shocked by that maneuver as the rest of us. And on the slide, the takedown and the ball will all be taken for a throw on the far side of the field for Woodstock. They're in the green, and we got a foul called, and it's going to be push off this time on Woodstock. It'll be a white kick, and it'll be marked down by Rogstad. She'll give it to Lee, and there is Amanda Lee. And like I said, she's been moved to the sweeper position a couple games now. Coach Chadburn knows soccer very well. His feeling is, and I agree with him, the real key position out there is the sweeper, and he thinks he's finally found someone to fill that position in Lee. Natural athlete, good instincts, attacks the ball, goes and gets it. Tough player, and there's the shot, just wide. They're looking to cross the ball to the far post and just couldn't get a body open. They were marked up well in the box. Now on the horn, we'll have the substitution, and then we'll have the goal kick coming in. We are at 33 minutes, 56 seconds to go in the first half of play. And there we go. They chase the ball down on that end. And I believe that's number 1, Gilbreth. Her kick stayed low. The field obviously is very slick. It's going to be hard to plant your foot and kick the ball. And of course, everybody has to play in the same conditions. I understand that it's raining, and that's tough on everybody. But position-wise, I've talked to people who really know soccer, not like myself, but guys who coach it and play it, and they all told me pretty much unanimously it's the goalie affected the most because they get the wet hands, the wet gloves, and the ball can slide through into the net off their hands. And also they have to react to the ball, and they could slip on the grass and not be able to get a good push off and react to the ball. Mooney will scoop it up, and she'll be in the 18, and she'll take the punt. Of course, Mooney, a guest on Sports Beat McKenzie, and did a great job. Very interesting and very smart young lady to speak to. And in case you missed the interview, she is looking to go, and right now she's thinking of becoming a surgeon. How's that for some big-time pressure on the skid? And you can see the wet ball, and the reaction to it was good, and Mooney will make the save, and Woodstock now getting some more time of possession and also getting some shots on net. Woodstock, like I said, a quality program with good players and good feeder programs and good off-season programs for their rec departments down there, or their ODPs and all those soccer lingo. And white ball is the call, and as it goes out of bounds, we'll have the ball taken by Bagley, and Bagley with a long throw looking for one of the captains out there, which is Rob, number 23. Carrera got a piece of it. She didn't have to dodge all the way to this one. It wasn't a missile Ronstadt. And Woodstock with the possession, and that's a good solid bump right there. Rogstad playing very physical and very aggressive this year. And much to the pleasure of Coach Chadburn, so Leah Rogstad, number 16, got to the ball, lost it out of bounds. It'll become green throw, and we'll have it taken by number 38. And you give me 1 second, because I don't have a 28. Now I do have a 28. I don't have a 38. That's Emmons or Evans. It's one or the other. It's E-M-M-O-N-S. So with 2 M's between the consonants and vowels, I would say it's Emmons. If it isn't www.PEGTV.com, you can give him a buzz on an email and say that foolish guy mispronounced the name. Rob on the sprint. Rob with the left foot. Rob gets the ball sent right back at her off the Woodstock defender. Rob with the bump. Boom. She'll crash and roll and blow a tire right there and get up and be okay. Now, I'm assuming, looks like she's just taking a throw. I know the tripod isn't crooked. I have to lean out the window. There we go, because I lose her with the window jam. Excuse me, I heard somebody holler, "Hi, Daddy," and I had to look because I didn't think it was my children. They're 26 and 24 years old, but it's just a natural instinct when somebody hollers, "Hi, Daddy," to look. So on the fall, the kick, there's the fake, there's the dodge, and Rebecca Day with the drive, up, and too high over the crossbar. Well, that's brought us down to the 30-minute, 30-second mark, so at the 30-30 mark, we have a goal kick coming up for the Woodstock Wasps. We've got a scoreless soccer game. Each team's had a couple chances. Each team pretty much has leveled the stats so far. I think shots on net have been equal. There have been no corners yet. 50-50 balls to this point seem to be pretty even, and these guys, don't believe these two teams extremely familiar with each other. This is a big mark on the schedule. That is a shot and a half for a Dennis, just taken off her feet, slammed to the ground. She is so tough. She's going to get up and shake the cobwebs out and stay out there, and that's a definite foul, and that should become a kick. And you can see Plouffe. There she is. I found her. She's waiting for the ball because everybody took it for a throw, and it's a whistle and a foul. It's going to be a kick. And that will send Amanda Lee to just about the football 45, and that's where Miss Lee will strike the ball. Up over the top on the skid into the box just ahead of Rob, and she'll get there just a step late. Oh, almost a perfectly kicked ball, almost a perfectly timed run. See, I thought I could get the starting lineups for Woodstock because Mike Lee, who has got quite the career ahead of him as a commentator, he does a PA system here. He usually introduces the starting lineups for both sides, so I thought even with my pregame preparation, getting all my equipment all set, even though I didn't get to go to the sideline and talk to the Woodstock bench or coach or whoever I usually can flag down for the opponents to get their roster, names, numbers, starts like that, I thought he would do the starting lineups and I would get it, but for some reason, I don't know if there was a meltdown or a technical glitch, but he didn't get the nice shot, skid, hop, and picked up by the goalie. He did not get to introduce the starting lineups. That's why I don't know that lady's name right there who just made save in it. I have not tracked down her name yet. Mill River started the game off with good sustained pressure, and then Woodstock took control of the next third of the game, and now back in this most recent third, it's been Mill River keeping the pressure on in their offensive end. 28 minutes, 42 seconds to go, and another foul called. First half action, 40-minute halves. Overtime, yes, that bad O word. Overtime if necessary. We want to avoid that at all costs. And for some reason, they put timeouts in soccer this year. Yes, I know. It wasn't long enough. We have to have a timeout now. And on the dribble down the field, they will turn, stop. You see the good play, hassling the progress of the ball down the field was Rodenis. Rodenis is a tough player. I mean, she's very compact. I would guess 5'4"-ish, 5'3". But she's tough. No, and the horn sounds late. They're going to bring it back, have the subs come in. And Emmons, number 28, will wait for the referee to give her the thumbs up sign as they wait for the subs to come in. And they want to turn to the outside, and boy, that's just well defended. And who else? Rogstad there doing a nice job. Ball will go out of bounds. It'll be a Woodstock throw. So the Woodstock Lady Wasp wants to find an unmarked body, gets the ball in play. They'll bring it back, and they'll hook it to the top of the arc down in the box. It bounces free, 6 yards back, picked up, recovered by Woodstock. They'll go to the 30, and just a soft kick just to find some open field. Want the speed on the outside like that to get to the ball. They'll stop, start, accelerate, a little bumping and grinding. You see the slippage in play as it is a wet field, and that time the Woodstock player unable to get a grip on the turf, able to fall down, and the shot coming in on Mooney. She'll make the save on this near post. Mackenzie Mooney playing the angle correctly, saw the play in front of her all the way, and now she'll have the punt and a dandy of a kick. Well, an area she has worked on, an area she has improved on, and man, that was a decent kick. That's going to come back. Mackenzie, of course, only a junior, so she's got a whole another year of varsity soccer ahead of her. And it just seems like she's been here forever because she started varsity at the freshman level. 26 minutes, 42 seconds going. They will have the throw by Emmons, and she will get the lob and looking for that open spot. The field, oh, nice little layout, and they got Plouffe there on the mark. They can't control the ball. And Lee will come over, and she will control the ball. Also, they had Michaela Stone, number 10 Stone there for Woodstock. Let's do that whole thing. Stone for Mill River. There we go. That was harder than you think. Okay, so we have the white throw, and that's going to be taken by Eleanor Ross. I'll catch up to her. It wasn't a fast throw. I was just really slow on the camera work. Ross in the ball game, number 17. She took the throw, and now it's going to be Mulver trying to keep Woodstock off the scoring column. Here it's 0-0 or 0-0, and we're in the first half of action. And it's been pretty decent, fluid flow to the game. It's been a nice pace to the game, nice reversal right there. And it was lost by Bagley, and it'll be kicked out of bounds, and it'll be green throw. So Margaret Emmons The long toss, and everybody there in a white jersey got a piece of it. And it's going to come up to the 35 and be stopped, controlled. Day looking for some room. They're going to be marking Day. You can see a couple of people on her, and she is the key to the middle of the field offensively for Mill River. And that ball is going to be brought down outside, chased down, possibly. Katrupi will get there. Katrupi ran out of field. Mike Kinsler, he went in fib. He said she was out of bounds on the sideline, and that will be the way it goes. One of the finest gentlemen, one of the finest coaches I ever got to cover when he coached the Rutland girls varsity soccer program. One of the most accommodating gentlemen I've ever gotten to work with. And that should be a whistle. Yeah, that was pretty obvious. So we will take the kick coming up, and it'll be Lee, and Lee will step into it. And again, it's the plant foot that's going to have the problem. Perfect kick right on the toe of Katrupi. She'll take the bump, stay up, take the shot in, and skids wide. Had the person coming in and robbed. The rebound just came beyond her, and she overran the ball. It comes to the sideline now, and it's going to be saved in play by Woodstock. They get it up to the 30. There's Rogstad with the pressure. She forced the errant kick, intercepted by Plouffe. She'll send it back into the box, and then Rob will just chase the ball down. Woodstock to the middle of the field, almost a giveaway in the box, and now to the far side. Bumping and foul on a good spot for the kick. Oh my goodness, he's going to call it the other way. Oh, he's a fine gentleman. I don't ever take back anything I said, but we certainly saw that play differently from each other. And the whistle, I think, very big break for Woodstock. And we have a player down. No, we don't. Now she's up. So the whistle was for a foul, and it was just coincidental that we had a Mill River player down, and she was just tying her cleat. But I couldn't tell that from his vantage point. But that's good news. Nobody's hurt, right? Over the top, into the box, and Mooney will get back, play inside the net, play off the post, a little step over the top. That was awesome for number 7 at the other end. I never did mention for Mill River. And what a battle, goes out of play, and it should become a goal kick. Rogstad, number 16. Again, just having a monster season, doing a great job right there for Mill River. We're zeroing in on 23 minutes even left to play in this first half of play. 17 minutes have gone by, and there's been some scoring chances. None of those real hold your breath, oh my God, what a great save type of chances, but there's been shots on net, and if I had to pick the best shot so far, it belongs to Mill River. It was that skidding, hopping, wet shot that the goalie on the other end for Woodstock let a rebound go, and there's Mooney with good communications to her teammate that she had the ball. She does have the ball. She's under control. Now the kick. There's the punt. And again, a nice carry on the punt to the center of the circle, actually to the edge of the center circle. Chased down by Day on a little skip hop there. She'll get the ball off for Rob. Rob, full throttle. That's Rob's way. She goes all out all the time. She wants to turn the corner. Does she have the traction on? It's just well played. Emmons well played defensively. And we will have a white throw. And we got a whistle, and I'm not sure why. Substitution coming in, that is why. Now Rob hopefully will reappear with the ball. I'm not leaning out the window risking my life for nothing. I'm looking for her. There she is. And that's going to become a goal kick, or a corner. It's going to be the first corner. It went off from inadvertently off the foot of number 44, Leah Thomas. So Mill River awarded the first corner. And that is a hummer of a shot. And that's it! What a shot! My goodness, that thing had some speed, some zip, and some curve off the post and in. And Day will get the goal, and it came off a short corner. They set her back. Nobody marked her. They were looking like Woodstock thought they were going to go to the post. They came outside, and Day, Rebecca Day, number 5, with yet another goal this season for Mill River. Will make it 1-0 to Minutemen. And that happened with 21:52 left to play in the first half. Off the corner, the pass, the kick, the goal. That was awesome. So a very stunned Woodstock squad. Over the 1 win this year. They have the tie against Fairhaven, and they have got the 3 losses. So yeah, they're looking to get their season on track here. And boy, this is a big rivalry game, let me tell you. We got whistles. Oh, now, my goodness, now we do have a player down, and you hate to see that. And won't even speculate. I'll go to fade, and hopefully good things will happen, like she'll be okay and get up and walk off on her own power. Well, kind of good news. You see number 15, Kate Murphy for Woodstock, was the injured player, and she's putting weight on her leg, and she's walking off pretty much under their own power, and that's a very encouraging sign. It's a good sign. Hopefully that'll be very minor, hopefully. So that was Murphy that was injured, and we'll have, I believe, Woodstock with possession of the ball. Because I've got to be honest with you, they were battling. It looked like a 50-50 ball to me when they were coming down the field, but it's going to be a matter of how Keith Page and Mike Kinsler interpret this. Oh, it's going to be an indirect kick. So we had a foul on the play. Okay. So I'm as lost as ever. Now they need an indirect kick. There they go. And we're finally set, and the kick coming up. Well, it's not too bad a spot. Well defended, though, well marked. Up and out of the box, and just a tad bit too long to make the connection with the teammate. It'll go out of bounds with a white throw. So the clock resumes. We're down to 21 minutes, 20 seconds to go. First half action. 1-0 on Rebecca Day. Goal. Mill River with the lead, and a long way to go in this soccer game as Rob will use the head, and Emmons will use the foot, and that 50-50 ball still kind of laying there, and that's still a 50-50 ball. Now the race to the ball will be won by Day as she outraced two Woodstock players to the ball. And she's got some space. She's got some time to line it up. She's got the little serve down the side, and that's going to be directed just wide of the net. Boy, Day just making it happen in the middle of the field right now. She's got 2 marks on her, and she's still making it happen. Coach Greg LaBella over there for Woodstock studying the game. And there's a guy who's had some winning teams and some great records. And so Woodstock quite an institution for soccer. As you can see, Katrupi got the ball today. Day will launch it just wide. I like the fact that they're being offensive today. They're not waiting for offense to come to them. They're making offense happen. I like that a lot about what's going on today with Mill River. Oh, one of the greatest games I ever saw was Woodstock Mill River girls in the torrential downpour in the mud bowl out here. Mill River looking to end the last regular season game, looking to have a perfect record, and also clinch the #1 seed and the MBL regular season title. And with 8 seconds left, the save was made by Mill River. They kicked the ball out to midfield. Then the clock went 8, 7, 6. The ball was taken out of midair, dribbled in, and a perfectly placed shot upper corner as time expired by Woodstock. They won it 1-0 literally on the last second of the game. The emotional downfall afterwards was just incredible. Or actually, the upswing of the emotions for Woodstock, the downside of the emotions for Mill River. Not only did they not win the MBL regular season title that year, but then they also didn't get the #1 seed. They didn't have the perfect season either. And oh my God, it all happened 8 seconds. I forget how many thousands of minutes of soccer had to be played, but it all came down to 8 seconds that season did. That will be out of play. We'll have a Mill River throws. We're past the midway point now at 19 minutes left to go in the first half. We played 21 minutes of soccer, and Mill River's got the 1-0 lead. Off a corner, a penalty corner, or corner kick, I guess. Penalty corner is field hockey, and this corner kick is soccer, and the ball was on a short serve. Oh, and they're going to call that. Oh, they got to remember it's soccer, not tennis out there. They're both going for the ball equally, and Woodstock will benefit from the call. Yeah, they'll have the kick from just shy of midfield, 5 yards shy of midfield. When well marked popped up, and one thing each team has done at different times but not consistently is control the middle of the field. That's been pretty much a 50-50 stat right now, going and controlling the middle of the field. For the really big show, the talent show at the Paramount Theater that raises money for the United Way of Rutland County. It's a fundraiser, and it's hosted by Sammy Grusso, and that's going to be the November 1st, this date. First Saturday in November, November 1st, 7 o'clock start time. Get your tickets now. If you can't get them in advance, get them right at the door. But always, first of all, it's a great cause. All the money goes and stays in the United Way of Rutland County. And the second reason is there's some really great talent and some entertaining stuff going on at the show. And the third thing is it's at the beautiful Paramount Theater. I think that was Jen Holler right there. Got away a little push from behind, not called. As Rogstad up there crowding the ball, and she'll attack, come back, got it off her foot, directs it back in the offensive end. That'll come squirt between a couple of Mill River defenders. It'll be settled down, and Rob, who has played a terrific ball game, just ran right over the top. No whistle should have been called, and there wasn't. Rain coming down hard. Now Rob jumped over the defender, got the ball, and that's going to be picked up by Stone and brought back to Plouffe. She'll hop and miss it, and I might have to go to pause and put the garbage bag where my camera to protect it from the rain. Even though I'm inside, the rain blows into the window. Around the defender, Lee trying to come back up, and Mooney, her job made much easier as a shot taken outside by Newhoff, and I think she could have brought that in a lot closer, made a tougher save for Mooney. Instead, she shot from way outside the box, and it became pretty routine. If there is such a save as routine, I believe every save is difficult. Some you just expect to make more than others. So in the rain from Mill River, Woodstock and Mill River, and a 1-0 Mill River lead. We're going around the 16.5 minute left to play mark in the first half. Munger Vision on PEGTV, Channel 15 Sports. On the web at www.pegtv.com. You can go there, click video on demand, and watch the archives of games and programs. Shot wide through the inline. Good defense. They didn't let her have the angle. It was Rogstad. They didn't let her turn it in and take the angle. You can also click Streamline Video, which will show you the current shows playing on Channel 15. It's all right there in the instructions. I'm not the guy to tell you because I don't know a darn thing about a computer, honestly. But again, we're on wherever. We used to be just Rutland County, which was cool. I don't want to say just. But now we're international because you go on the web at PEGTV.com and you can be anywhere and watch it. You can be in Italy, France, Spain, Germany, West Rutland, Proctor, Texas Falls. I mean, you can be anywhere and watch. If you got a laptop, or if you got a computer, if you got the internet, you got PEGTV, man. We can go with the big dogs, the big pro media guys, because we're on the web and we get the community volunteers, such like myself, out there for nothing doing the games and the events. I did learn. I should have known this, having been on the board of directors for so long at PEGTV, but I think the rule changed since. I was curious as to who was going to host the Halloween parade this year. And I finally have been instructed that it's up to the rec department. The rec department does it. They decide who's going to host their parade. So there you go. Now I don't have to speculate anymore. Okay, I gotta wait for a whistle because I am getting soaked. Okay. What's happened is nothing. You've missed nothing except maybe 2 minutes of soccer. You see the umbrellas out. I had to get the camera because I'm running out of equipment that actually functions. I can't let the camera get wet, and then I'll be into this camera. Then I'll be in trouble. So I had to get my garbage bag, which is very budgeted, very limited budget operation Munger Vision is. I had to get my green 30-gallon garbage bag out and cut some holes in it and put it over the top of my camera so I put my eyepiece out, my lens out, and keep it from getting soaked. So it's 12:52 to go in the half, 1-0 Mill River, and here comes the kick coming up by Woodstock. And they're just waiting for Gilbreth to come in and take the kick, and she'll do so, and that's going to roll, and boy, it's in the box, but right now, nothing but white there for jerseys. They'll step up to it, and that's going to roll all the way back. There's another sporting event. There's a football game going on in the background. They blow the whistles, and that's why I stop now and then, because I hear whistles, but it's from the football game. Oh, look at this, look at this. Onside, got the ball on the breakaway, trying to get the shot, and great defense. That is tremendous defense by E-M-M-O-N-S. I'm going to go with Emmons. She got back, and now we've got a whistle. Number 7 on the break was Emily Osmer. And we got another player down behind right there, yep. And she's going to get up, and my garbage bag's going around my lens now. And she's going to try to come off the field under her own power without any waiting for help, and I believe they are going to, just keep the game going. You see Coach Kinsler talking to Keith Page, the other official. So I should tell you, number 26 is Felicia Newhoff. So she is injured, but seems to be maybe able to come back later on. She's walking around. That's a good sign, right? Yep. 12 minutes, 7 seconds to go, and the half, and the rain letting up a little bit. It's the wind, too, that's a nasty thing. And you can see in the background the wind blow Jojo Valenti's umbrella inside out. Yeah. Jojo trying to salvage it. She's battling some nasty elements today. And where's the ball? There it is. Whoops, you know what? You can't see the ball because the camera lens got covered up by the garbage bag. There we go. This has been a public access production on a wing and a prayer type productions is what it is. Oh, come on and cooperate with me today. I'm talking to the garbage bag right now. I'm trying not to get profaned right now. You know how difficult that is sometimes for me. Oh, the late whistle on that, little bumping and grinding, and it'll be on Kachupi. The fall will be, and it'll be number 21. It crashed and burned to the ground. Eckroat. We'll have a Mill River kick coming up. And that's going to be a line drive, and that'll skip through everybody. And you can see him swiping at the ball. Woodstock will come out of the pack on the run behind the defense into the box, and they want to set up the kick. It was deflected out of play up off from Dennis, and we'll have a corner for Woodstock. And I believe this is the first corner for Woodstock. And it comes with 11.5 minutes to go in the half. And this is how Mill River scored. Remember, they had the corner. They got the ball on the short serve to Rebecca Day. She nailed the post. The ball went in behind the goalie, and it was a goal. And now we'll have number 1 coming down, Brooke Gilbreth, coming in, and she'll contend with the win here and try to compensate for it and get her kick lined up. And nice job. A lot of weight there. The wall built, and that ball popped to the outside. And Kachupi going forward. Kachupi has the kick rejected. Kachupi staying with it, and that's going to be Redenis now. That's going to be headed forward, and yeah, they're going to let him play through that. It'll go to Day. Day with a little touch off the outside of the foot, trying to turn herself free with that little help pass. Plouffe 1 step late. Woodstock reacting to the ball well. Middle of the field right now, not controlled by anybody. There's what you like to see as a coach, defensively. That nice, quick, aggressive step-up challenge. That's going to roll in the box, and Mooney just waiting there very casually will pick it up. And she'll just come to this near side, helmet and all, and with 10.5 minutes to go, she'll step into it. And one of her shorter kicks, but the wind caught that, and the wind really getting strong now. Remnants of Hurricane Ike may be coming up to Mill River. But what would a Woodstock Mill River girls game be without the elements a factor here? And Woodstock's had some dribbles, some breakaways. They've taken advantage of it. Lee will step into it, then will kick and fly out of bounds, and we'll have a horn sound. We'll have substitutions coming in. Woodstock will have to wait a tad here as they will have 9:51 to go on the sub, and the ball will be far side. There she is. I'll find her and zero in on her. And that will come through, roll through, and Leach stood there, got it off the outside of the foot. Everybody trying to get it to the outside. They want to go through the inline, and corner called it. Broke the plane on the inline and went off from. You see the wind whipping that flag now. That's going to become a corner for Woodstock. This will be their second corner. They need subs coming in. Gilbreth will come down. She'll take the kick. And all is happening with 9 minutes to go in the first half. Woodstock down 1-0 Mill River. Rebecca Day with the goal. I'll tell you what, she compensated well for that. Stays in play. No, late whistle, goal kick coming up. Coach Kinsler with the whistle and the call, and we'll have Amanda Lee now with the wind coming across the field. She'll try to get it. Yeah, good job. What she did there was keep the ball low, trying to make the win as minimal offensive as possible. Oh, nice job. Day just came back undetected and stole the ball. I tell you, getting old for doing this. I'm switching around field, from left to right field off. I need a foot, and there should be no whistle. There is no whistle, and that is a warm breeze. That feels just like a tropical storm breeze. Tell you, Drew, like you're walking on a beach. Carrera had all kinds of time. She took her time, planted the foot, and drove the ball all the way to the far corner. And you can see Kachupi there with the pressure. Kachupi shut the trap door there, and that's what popped the ball back out. Kachupi will reach around, and I'm waiting for the call. Goal kick is what is called. Last touch by a Mill River player when it rolled out through the inline. Now I got the garbage bag. You wouldn't believe it. The wind blowing into the booth now. Wrapped all around my head, the garbage bag. But it really is essential. And that's going to be up and knocked down by Day, and taken over by Woodstock again. They're trying to steer the ball away from the play offensively. Day got a toe on it. Day got it inside, looking for Carrera. They'll go through the inline, and a corner coming up for Mill River. This will be their second corner of the contest. They scored off their only other corner prior to this. And it looks like Kachupi. That's just a long way away for an old guy like me to look at, but it looks like Kachupi. And it's off the side of her foot out through the back side of the net, and that'll just become a goal kick. We're down to 7 minutes to go in the first half of action. And you can see Gilbreth, number 1 right there in green for Woodstock, getting set to plant her foot, and came on top of the ball, and that's going to get a pretty generous roll. And Mill River had possession, lost possession, and I think it'll go out of play and it'll become green ball. So Woodstock will have the throw now. They'll retrieve it, set it, and fire away. That's going to be out of play, and it should stay white throw. Bagley's going to take the throw. And that's what we have. So the kick going to the center of the field, and boy, you can see Carrera taking off the ball. No whistle on that. Boy, if there should have been a whistle at any point in the game, there should have been a whistle there. Coming forward, staying forward, sliding it through. Rogstad lays it out. Carrera. And there's the backup by Day. Oh, what a move to bring it back to the inside. Day to the left foot. The pass slides through. Stopped by Gilbreth. She wants to take it to the outside. Gets around Kachupi. Turns, fires. Works it up the field 10 yards. Almost towed down. Controlled by Plouffe. Plouffe will step back to the inside. Go to Day. Day will just reach around with those long legs. Hook the ball down in the corner. Kachupi now will go down there and bump and grind. And that's going to go out of bounds. And I'm waiting for the indication as to who will get the throw. Green throw. Yeah, Jenny Holler, 13 in the ballgame for Mill River. And that's Osmer, number 7 out there. And that ball's going to come down, and Mill River's done a great job here of being in the attack mode most of this first half, and they really hadn't done that most of the season. Yeah, that was a tad bit too far. They're looking for Osmer, and they couldn't get it to her. And nice step up by Bagley. Bagley able to get control again, step around the defense, has a little turf to work with. That ball comes off the shins hard to Plouffe. Plouffe marked well. Plouffe to the left foot, hooked it around, kicked it, and it's going to go out of play, and we should have a green throw. We're down near the 5-minute mark. Actually, we're not near it. We're right at the 5-minute left to play mark. We played 35 minutes of soccer in this first half here, and we have a 1-0 Mill River lead. Woodstock the opponent. You're watching PEGTV.com. And I've been taping the ball girl. I saw a ball and she had it, and I thought it was a player. So I got black and white viewfinder, so I can't tell the color. They're going to tell shades. And they're going to pull up action. They're going to let a sub come in on the far side. And yeah, you didn't hear the horn blow, so there goes substitution coming in for Woodstock. Okay, now we can throw the ball. Now we're good to go. And Mill River again marking strongly. Bagley came up, ran through the play. That's going to be Rob across the field, laying it out for Day. Day will come up. Oh, overran the ball. It came back at her hard off a defensive player. And Rob, who's had a great first half here, and that should be a whistle. Yeah, can't argue that one. Well, she was aggressive. She was in attack mode. That's a foul. It's a kick. That's what the official there, Moose, is telling him it's a foul. They wanted to throw, but it's a kick coming up, and the wind will be a factor through the rest of this first half into the second half, as it has picked up quite a few notches, or however wind's measured, knots or notches or miles per hour. It's gusting. That's all you got to know. We're at 3.5 minutes left to go in the first half. Bagley with the running start, Bagley with the throw, and Bagley and a teammate's looking for a 50-50 control here, and that's going to be spun off by Day. What a move. And it could be just a tad bit too long. Kachupi, she'll take the angle. Kachupi should earn the throw. She's going to earn the throw. Nice job by Kachupi getting down there and hustling around and making that play happen. So we'll retain possession. Oh, man. Oh, man. What a goal. It was on, and it was Osmer, number 7, She had an angle. I didn't think there was any way she could get that in there. She snuck it between the backside of the goalie and the post off the goalie's hands and in. And just like that, it looks so it ends. It'll be 2-0 Mill River. As Osmer, I'm not sure if that's going to be unassisted. Emily Osmer will get the goal. And what a big goal that was. It happened with just 2:58 left to go in the half. 2-0 the Minutemen. And again, that looked to be all under control by Woodstock. Well, a very stunned Woodstock squad, and that's going to be up, and it will be out of play into the bleacher section. The throw coming in for Woodstock, and I had to wait too because nobody really reacted at first. Like usually they go nuts when it's a goal. Bagley whistled down, stopped, and will be brought back about 4 more yards to the likings of Coach Kinsler. And there's the line drive throw right off from the face of the Woodstock player. That was not a header, that was a lipper. One right off her face, right off her lips. And down, and Osmer trying to chase this one down. Osmer with the last goal for Mill River. Day with a goal, Osmer with a goal, and that's going to be out of play. So Emily Osmer, and I hope I'm saying that right, the JV coach. I always want to call him Stuart Little, but I don't think that's Shane Little or something like that. He helped me with the pronunciation at one of the practices. Oh, look at this. Rob with control. Rob with some turf. She's got to get the ball under control. And, boy, she just dribbled it too far out. On the backup, we're going to have Day get there, and she'll just go back 5 yards to Plouffe from Mill River trying to recycle that offense. Looking to go back to Day, and the pass was, you can see everybody there. Rogstad took the worst of that. She took the collision, pops back up, and White throw. Time winding down here in the first half of play. 2-0 Minutemen with the lead over Woodstock, but a whole bunch of soccer left to play. It's a wet field. It's a windy day. We've had rain showers before and during the contest. And we have 1:13 to go in the half. I think we're going to have a kickoff. Yeah, Coach Kinsler saying simultaneous possession, and Plouffe will win the kickoff, get the ball down to Rob. So a captain to a captain. Now go all the way across the field, be chased down by Carrera. Carrera had the ball picked away from behind, and now they're trying to get past Stone. Stone and Carrera on chase, and she reached out. That's a good call. Yeah, she used the hands, reached out, and she got the foul called, and that's where the kick right there. Moose says that's where the kick will take place from, and that's where he wants the ball marked. Again, it's still raining, nowhere near as hard as it was, but it's still raining. The wind has not subsided at all. If anything, it's picked up speed. And Mill River has increased their lead to 2-0 now. Plouffe, I'm sorry about the camera work, but I'm having to fight the garbage bag or the camera. Osmer will lose her balance. Gilbreth will get the ball. She'll turn fire and do the safe thing, go up and out of play with it. And we'll have the quick throw now by Stone. Stone wants to lay it out for Carrera. Can't get to her. Gets to Osmer. Osmer will leave the ball behind her on the trap. And that's the half, and a good half for the Minutemen. They'll have the 2-0 lead. Day and Osmer with the goals. And the Minutemen will have that 1-0 lead. 2-0 lead, I'm sorry. Are getting set to go here as we're got the rain and the wind here at Mill River Union High School. I'm going to try to go without the garbage bag for a little while. The wind's kind of shifted directions here, and it's a real pain in the butt to try to fight the garbage bag and read the roster and run the camera. So yeah, 2 goals by the Minutemen in the first half of play. Osmer and Day, the goal scorers. I don't have the assist off from them. The first goal came off a corner, and Woodstock we've switched into the field. Mackenzie Mooney, of course, in net for Mill River, and I still did not get the name of the Woodstock goalie, but I apologize for that. You know, it really is kind of out of my control, but it could be Abigail Emmons, Caitlin Bernard, or no Ellen Neisner. It could be one of those 3 goalies for Woodstock out there. And the Wasp looking to get on the board here, and now we'll go out and play with a white throw. Kachupi will pick it up, look for, no, she's going to take it herself. So Kachupi will stay right there and back up about 5 yards. And so number 9, Kachupi, all set to let it fly, and that'll stay in play. A perfectly thrown ball will go to Carrera. She wants to bring it around to the inside, gets it to the edge of the box, but no further to the center. Off from Plouffe now, and it'll roll back to the 30, and Woodstock looking to go long distance. That's going to be Lee. Oh, nice job of trapping it, bringing it down. Never got out of sync or panicked when the pressure came towards her. That's Rogstad, who had a tremendous first half defensively for Mill River, as did Day right here offensively for Mill River with the ball. The Minutemen looking for their second win of the season. And a long way to go, but this would be a sweet one. Woodstock, a very, very good opponent, and there is just so much soccer left to go that 10 million things will happen before the end of this game, and there is always the looming possibility of an overtime. Handball. First handball of the game was inadvertent, but still a handball played by Bagley. So Woodstock in those dark green uniforms coming up to get a Gilbreth on the ball. She'll step into it, and that's going to be the kick, and controlled by her teammate on that far side. Now the step up defensively by Rogstad, number 16, Leah Rogstad. So Rogstad, again, just having a great season. She played well before, but this year she's just played confidently. Up, in, shot, wide. A lot of traffic, goal kick coming up. Well, we played 2 minutes of soccer at Woodstock with a good chance right there as they collapsed. The defense move her right into the box to the 8-yard line, actually. Now we'll have Amanda Lee take the kick. Well, she had about 4 people touch the ball, and finally the Wasps will come down with it. They'll have it under control. PEGTV.com, that's the website. You can watch video on demand. You can watch streamlined video. You can get the schedule information there. And then basically any other information that you need about public access television is right there. If you want to write a nice email about me, you go ahead and write it. That's where you'd send it. If you want to write a bad email, just write it and don't send it. That'll be cool. But you can see the ball right now just at the midfield area, just middle of the field play. And like I said, both teams, I think if you had to really assess that first half, and I don't have a statistician, nor would I really probably understand one if I had one, but I'd say the middle of the field was a 60-40 control split. Mill River the 60, Woodstock the 40. Really, Mill River playing their best soccer of the season I have seen. I only see the home games. But right now, by far, their best effort of the season right here against one of their biggest rivals, Woodstock. You see Carrera, she wanted to just push the ball back around her defender to the outside area, just couldn't control it. Rogstad, see her find the body, latch onto the body, and then get inside. Like a boxer, she wanted to play inside. And she had to nestle her way in there, or wrestle her way in there. I don't think nestle's a good word, but wrestle is. And they're just waiting for the ball, and they have the ball. And again, the wind is a major factor as it's gusting pretty heavily here at the field, along with the rain that's coming down. But we're just got everything working today. They're just confident, and they're playing like they're confident, and they're not playing in awe of anybody, and that's going to be miscommunication, and that's going to be a goal. Got a whistle way before the play. Clearly, I could hear the whistle. And that was going to be a foul called, and it will not be a goal. And it was the push. I mean, I would have done the same thing. They pushed out of the way to get to the loose ball and kick it in. And it should be right there at the spot of the foul. And so Lee will back up. And right there, though, that was just not good communications in the box by Mill River. And they're very fortunate that there was a foul on the play and that the goal didn't count. Dennis takes the bump from behind. That drives the ball in about 10 yards deeper offensively for Woodstock. And will that become a corner? Yes, it will. So Woodstock will be the beneficiary of a corner off that play. And they're just waiting for somebody to get in position here to take the corner. Now, okay, now comes the hairy part. I lean out the window, kind of. Yeah, I got my balance. Yep. And the kick coming on the line drive. Never got around in the front of the box. That's going to be headed back into the box by Mill River themselves. Now they want to get it going forward and out. And they're scrambling a little bit defensively, something they did not do in that first half. And the worst part is it's not from an enormous amount of pressure by Woodstock. It's just kind of, they're playing loose right now, Mill River is. That was Paige Carrera with the tremendous effort. Get the ball up over to Day. Day now to this near side. Day will crash and burn on the wet turf. No whistle on the play. That'll be sent back down, and right there is Lee, and Lee will just turn hook, fire, and do the right thing. When in doubt, kick it out and let everybody remark. Plus, there'll be a substitution coming in. That will give everybody a chance to settle in and find their marks out. The number 9 with the ball is Tracy. What a strange day. It's raining, it's windy, and now the sun coming out in the, oh my God, what direction would that be? That would be the southeast corner, no, southwest corner. And you can see the two players go to the ground, stay down. Now they'll get up, they'll both be okay. It's Plouffe with that bad ankle getting up with the limp, Woodstock with the throw, and Plouffe just trying to suck it up and be tough. Will win the ball after going to the ground with the limp when she came up and won that ball. That is just a tremendous player right there, Kayla Plouffe. And that's going to be off from Ross, out of bounds. We'll have a Woodstock throw. We're in the second half of action, 2-0 Mill River. Both goals coming in the first half of play for the Minutemen. And they just avoided a disastrous situation as the goal was waved off on a foul called prior to the kick against Woodstock. And it's going to be in play, out of play. White throw, green throw. 33 minutes to go in the second half of action here. We've had 7 minutes tick away. Substitutions coming in. You see Coach Kinsler waiting. And finally, they are set. So my viewfinder's got like waves in it, like heat coming off pavement. And I can't tell if that's going to be on the tape now or if that's just the viewfinder. But the equipment and the announcer getting old. We'll have a hold in the action here as again we'll have Tracy take the throw. Somewhere there she is. She disappeared on me for a second. So Tracy with the heave, and that's going to be up and out of play, off from the Woodstock player's foot. And we'll have Stone take the throw. Michaela Stone with the heave, and Woodstock marking very tight at that front and back defense going there. And yeah, on the line is the call. We'll have Stone come over, and then she's about to the edge of the bleachers here at Mill River. I'll be up, and out of play. Oh, Coach Kinsler with the move still. And Paige Carrera putting pressure on the ball. They gave it up on the trail, and it'll be off from the foot of Katrupi out of bounds. We'll have a green throw. Woodstock in the green. He'll take the throw, and he'll get it in play on a hook kick. Nope, they ran out of turf. So things right now for the last minute and a half to 2 minutes kind of bogged down on the middle of the field between the two teams just trying to exchange turf right now. And they'll stay white ball. And Stone will pick it up. And I like the way they just play it. Whoever got it, they play it. I have not seen, and I'm looking, there she is. Okay, so Ashley Robb is out there. That's going to be a push and a kick the other way on the foul. And Holler will mark the ball, and Lee will take the kick. Yeah, she's looking to get the bounce. It did happen, but it was all backed up defensively. Remember when number 15 went out? Murphy, number 15 for Woodstock, left the first half with a limp and the injury. She's back out there. Katrupi with a sweet move. Katrupi serving it up in the middle, and it's going to become a corner for Mill River. Tell you, Katrupi, very unselfish right there. Looked like she could have made the shot herself on the dribble in. She made a nifty move to get the ball open. Robb now will come down, and she will take the kick, number 23, one of the captains for Mill River. So Robb, as we're down to 30 minutes to go in the soccer game. I'll tell you what, she did not get that in a bad spot at all. Will it become another corner, Mill River? Yep. If any adjustments to be made, she might want to just bring it about 3 yards further out front of the box, possibly just a little bit more air underneath it. Other than that, she did a super job on the kick because of wind. You would not believe that's going to be a goal kick, yeah. That went off from Katrupi trying to go through the body. But yeah, the wind really got to work and compensate for that today. So Woodstock's Gilbreth will take the kick, number 1, and she's pretty easy to spot out there. She's got these day glow, very bright yellow cleats on, and like I said, that makes my job easier. Black and white viewfinder or not, I can see bright. I'm just not bright. I can see it though. That is going to be muscled in and stone. Wow. Oh, if they let it go, I have no problem with that. That was a good defensive play, but it was physical. Kachupi had it taken away. They'll go backwards to go forwards, and there's the long ball up to midfield, and now they need to settle. I'll tell you, that should be a whistle right there. She came up with the kick around Rogstad's shoulder collarbone, and that's going to let them play through. So Woodstock on the run will bring the ball back into the middle of the field. They'll connect the dots here, and there's Rob in good position. That's going to be played back to Woodstock off one of the actual Woodstock players' bodies onside. There's the markup. There's the attack of the ball, something we missed in the first several games for Mill River this season, but we've seen a lot of it here in this game. They have a white throw, and it'll be Holler. I believe that's number 13, and when she turns her body, I'll be able to see her jersey. I see a 1, I see a 3, that's Holler. So number 13 with the throw, and she goes on the ground with the roll to Kachupi, who was marked by Emmons. She will get it. She'll do a complete circle, and that'll come up and towards the bleachers, but in the bleachers, and it'll be Rob now with the throw, and Rob over the top, and she's got some teammates back there, and a great bounce from Mill River. Carrera finds the middle of the field. Look at this, look at this. Can she get back to it? Taken down, oh, gotta be a penalty. Yes, the big call right there by Mike Kinsler. Oh, I got a PK coming up. And Osmer getting up, making sure she's okay. Good call by Mike Kinsler. Not just that it was the right call, but the way he was pumped, and he did the arm thing and was all fired up over it and animated about it. He was into it. Rebecca Day for a 3-0 lead. Who would have thought this today against Woodstock? Day on the PK coming up now as the foul was assessed as they fouled Osmer going in the 18. Got it! Day with 2 goals. The first coming off a corner, this one off a PK, so on specialty plays today, Day is a perfect 2 for 2, and it's 3-0 Mill River over Woodstock. And I got to tell you, I was thinking the worst, but hoping for the best, and that's what's happening right now for Mill River. But again, Woodstock, an extremely dangerous team. Still has 27 minutes and 50 seconds to go, and they're going to question the takedown, and that's their job. I mean, they have to, if you're Woodstock, you got to question the foul called, but it was a very obvious foul, and it was a good call by Mike Kinsler. And again, I like the way he got right into the call, too, pumping the fist and pointing the finger. He was into it. Good to see guys get fired up for their job. If they could only do that where I work now. And it's going to be on the ground, and 3-0 Mill River over Woodstock. Oh, you can see the bump after. I kept it there. I didn't want to follow the ball. I wanted to see Kachupi get up like she did after she get knocked to the ground twice. There's another foul. Yeah. Tell you what, Kachupi's a tough player. Very good player. Rob with the mark, and Lee with the launch, and that's going to be headed down and trapped, not controlled. Woodstock looking to get up and out, and Mill River's just really done a good job of what you see right there. Don't give them any space to turn and make the kick. This is Holler with it, number 13. That's going to be bodied down and controlled, and then a little pop-up kick to the edge of the circle, near the center of the circle, and Rogstad, yeah, they're going to call that. That's a good call in Rogstad. Now, I'm a Rogstad fan, but they had to call that one. We're down to 26:50 to go in the soccer game, and that awful word overtime looking like it may not have to happen today, which means on the list of errands I have to run, I might get them done before bedtime tonight. Kenzie Mooney's going to bring it all the way back over to this side, take her kick, and boy, that wind caught a hold of it and drove it right to the ground. And boy, Rob has just had a very inspired game today for Mill River, and they'll have to put the brakes on as they'll have a substitution coming in for, oh, it's all Woodstock subs coming in. As Margaret Emmons will take the throw for the Wasps as soon as the referee says good to go. You are watching Mill River Soccer on Munger Vision on PEGTV Channel 15 Sports. But you see him just trying to work the ball wide, and Holler not giving an inch. Look at Holler. You can see the size difference, but Holler just getting in there and being a real annoying pain in the butt. And that, in a good way, too. I mean, that's a good way to do it. She faked a couple throws. Rob will come back now. She's the captain, and she takes most of the throws anyways, just because she's good at it, I guess. So, but you can see them want to come around the backside. They'll slide the ball through. They'll make the connection, and they're looking to turn up. And right there, they got two Woodstock players just got in the one lane. They occupied the one lane together, and that took away any space that they would have had. Day will have it lose it. Day with a couple goals today. Osmer with a goal, and bodies crashing to the ground. And we'll have a white throw after all is said and done, and the dust settles. Not much dust today. The rain taking care of that. And that pass took forever to come all the way to its target, and they're still able to maintain possession of it. And here comes Woodstock, and I'll tell you what, little miscommunications there. They started to leave the ball back in there on defensive end, and they're able to retrieve it, recover it, and we'll have a throw by Bagley. Bagley just beyond midfield. Well, actually, she finished up about 4 yards beyond midfield, and an illegal throw called, yeah. I don't know, it looked funky right from the get-go, and it was an illegal throw, and the ball will go back to Woodstock. We're down to 24 minutes, 31 seconds to go in the soccer game. The Minutemen enjoying a 3-0 lead over league rival Woodstock. Boy, I see Carrera reach up and almost able to bring that kick down and in. That'll take a Woodstock bounce, and actually took a Mill River bounce, actually, because they outkicked everybody in a green jersey. Mooney right there to make the casual grab, and she'll take the kick, and she's pitching a shutout right now. And a lot of reasons. Her team offensively much stronger today than we've seen all season, able to keep the ball out of this end for Mooney. And they've done a good job in the middle of the field, at times controlling the middle of the field for long stretches of the game. Well, that was an awesome simultaneous kick. That has got to hurt. I've always wondered if it does. It has to hurt. And it's going to be a green throw. No, he says a white throw the other way. And I'm just waiting to see. There's Ashley Robb. I should say Captain Ashley Robb. There she is. And she's going to get the ball herself. She's kind of doubling up duties here as she's being the ball girl as well as the defender, the offensive player, and the captain, and she'll get the run throw, and it's going to be trapped down. Kachupi will go back to get it, send it back to Rob, and she'll lift, and no, she tried to, but couldn't get the hook going on the ball, and there's a throw to the open turf, and they want to hook, see, they want to get the ball and then curl around the defender. That's a good job of pushing it in. Nice step up right there by the Minutemen defensively. There's a nice step up offensively. I kept the ball onside. The kick up, and Mooney! And a push in the box afterwards, not called, but Mooney going about as high as she could to get the ball, make the save, and keep the score at 3-0 Mill River. Can Rebecca Day, so you'll find nobody better than her in the middle of the field in this league. Coach Kinsler, okay, after getting out of the way of that kick, showing you how agile he still is. Kachupi will come up with the ball, and see him come to the ball, take the bump, keep the bounce. The ground is wet, but they both have to play it, and it's going to be Stone. Stone with a dribble, and will hook the ball up with her teammate on that side. And I just couldn't see the jersey number. Isn't that awful? This getting old isn't for the weak-hearted, let me tell you. See how Rob stayed on it? Oh, they're not going to call that, are they? Yep, they are. We know what it got her. It was when she was okay, going shoulder to shoulder. Then she extended the arm. We're just a tad under 22 minutes left to play in this second half of soccer. And if everything holds the way it is, it'll be a Mill River celebration down on Middle Road, North Clarendon, Vermont, USA. You can see more Mill River boys and girls soccer action on Munger Vision. Got some CSJ soccer coming up for you, and a couple more MSJ football games. And that's going to be off from the Mill River player out of bounds, and it'll result in a corner for Woodstock. So we'll take it to the corner, and this is where the Wasps, down 3 goals, got to make something happen when they're presented an opportunity to like this. They're waiting for Brooke Gilbreth to come down, and she'll strike the ball. She'll create the serve. She'll be wearing number 1 out there in green for the Wasp. because we're at 21 minutes even to go on the clock. And nope, she never compensated. The wind got it and drove it behind the net, and they didn't get a shot on goal, and that's not taking advantage of the situation. And so Lee will elect to place the ball in this near corner of the box on the 18, and she got it to Rob, went hard off from Rob's shin and went backwards, and they're going to lose possession. Yeah, it's going to be an old green throw. And she waits, she looks, she fires. And she'll be in the right spot, and boy, she might have taken a little more time on her kick right there, as that's going to be a green throw. That was last touched by Mill River defensively. The lob, and boy, you can see the markup right there. She's able to slide it through, and Mooney will get down on it. Oh, again, a tough angle, but yeah, able to generate a shot on net. That's how Osmer's goal got scored, almost from the other side of the box, obviously, but as the rain picking up again here at Mill River Union High School. As we're down to the midway point, 20 minutes left in this soccer game. But they had to wait up to be on sides there. It was a close play and they let it go through. And Mill River, you know, don't alter what you've done the whole game. You got a 3-0 lead, just keep attacking, keep the pressure on. And there is the ball right there. So they'll have the throw coming up for Woodstock. Yeah, like I said, Mill River boys coming home this week, so weather permitting, I'll have their game, and then you'll see it, as long as the camera equipment works correctly too, you'll see it on Channel 15 Sports. Watch Sports Beat Monday afternoons at 4:30, Tuesday afternoons at 5:30, and Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Upcoming shows, got Katie Lincoln from West Rutland sitting down for a little one-on-one chat about various sports and various subject matters. And then we have the, coming up after that, we have Brett Stickney, the new ice hockey coach for MSJ. I want to see where the mark of the ball is on the foul called. And Lee will set her down at the 25-yard line, the football 25-yard line. So Amanda Lee winds it up and gets some air underneath it, got the good carry on it. And boy, you can kind of feel that sense of urgency building now in Woodstock. And it'll go out of play and it'll be a white throw. Rob with the ball. And she'll walk back another, well, she's going to end it there. That was about 5 yards further back when she started, and that was the placement of the ball. And now she'll get the momentum going forward, fire it up there, and that'll skip and come through. And Woodstock just having all kinds of trouble finding any opening to mount a consistent possession time in the 18 and create some offensive chances here. And again, that rain picking up even harder now at Mill River Union High School field. That'll be a white throw. We'll take it down the other way now. 17:36 to go on the afternoon as we head into evening. The one thing too, the breeze that's blowing is almost tropical. It is so warm. I know it was in the 70s at the start of the game today, but I don't think it's dropped a degree. And Osmer, that will kick, and that will stay in play. That's going to have not enough steam to go anywhere. And you can see the pressure now being applied by Day, and that will be off from Day out of bounds. We'll have a goal kick. It's a good break right there for Woodstock because they were kind of getting trapped down in that corner of their defensive zone, and they really didn't seem to have a way to get it out of there other than that right there. The wind up by Gilbreth, the start and the kick, and where she caught a tremendous break. So we have a push from behind on Day, and that'll be a foul and a penalty and a kick coming up at the 25 to 30 yard line of the football field. And Gilbreth, again, that first goal could be the toughest one, but they're down 3 goals, 3-0 Mill River. Rebecca Day with a 2-goal day so far. That'll match her highest output. She had 2 goals against Springfield. And Osmer with the other goal for Mill River. And on the dribble, there's the slide through. They're looking for Osmer. She was well marked that time. As Woodstock having to play much more defensive oriented than they did in that first half. And you know, when I think you get around that 8-minute mark, 9-minute mark left to play, or in soccer speak, it'd be around the 72 or 71-minute mark. And they bought a call there because that was pretty innocent. But no, they've got to stop playing so defensive, Woodstock does, and the rain coming down real hard. I might have to go back to the garbage bag now. And Day on the kick after the fall. You see Plouffe up there with her. Good pace on it and just wide. Yeah, that's a tough spot. You're really too close. You're not deep enough to hammer on it. And she's trying to put a little touch on the ball. So 15 minutes left in the second half of play. Mill River still with that 3-goal lead. It'll go to the side, and you can see him bring the ball back to Gilbreth. That's again, they're really coming up in ball hockey now. A lot of, well, if it's ice hockey, it'd be like forechecking. I don't know what the actual terminology is in soccer, since I'm not a soccer person, but that's the equivalent of it. It equates to what you do in ice hockey when you go in a forecheck. Look at that rugged play. Look at that rugged play by Rodenis. And finally the whistle, yeah. It wasn't the pushing. She grabbed a little bit of jersey on the turn there, and that was what they called her for. Yeah, you can see the hold call. I had it right. I actually had it right. So as my career winds down, I'm finally starting to get a little bit of it. Tell you what, there was some little play behind the play there that went undetected by the officials, but I picked it up on the camera. I don't want to say chippy, but spirited would be a better word. And boy, who did that last go off? They're going to say white ball. Kachupi will pick it up, bring it back to Bagley. Bagley on that side, number 3, and Bagley getting set now to come forward with the momentum as the rain coming straight down now. And Mill River will have the ball with 13:54 to go as they try to preserve that lead. Believe me, the lead is huge. The win is huge. But as the clock gets closer and closer to 0, that shutout will become their objective. You don't go this far, play this well, and then don't want to put the frosting on a cake with the shutout. But it'd be way too early to be premature to say that right now. We just want to keep on playing hard, control the game, and get the win. And Osmer, just a little bit too much of a run for her right there on a hard kick. Gilbreth will make the move and get the ball all the way up and out of bounds. There was a gone target. It just skidded away from her teammate out of play, and Rob will back up now, and she'll get set to take the throw right in front of the Mill River, or yeah, it's the bench area, the bleacher area. There you go, not the bench area. And it's going to stay with Mill River, and Rob, like I said, has played a super game today. She will take the throw, get number 23 for the Minutemen. One more time, and that is a dandy. Got it to Osmer, and that's going to come back, and it's going to stay white ball. So Keith Page with the call. Like I said, he does basketball officiating and soccer, but he's big into rugby. That's, I guess it'd be fair to say it's one of his passions. I don't think he'd argue with that. Oh, trying to slide it through was Day to Osmer, and that was well defended. And Woodstock, boy, look at the play by Rob, as she would look like Spider-Man going up there and getting that deflection. And Woodstock looking for a rush. They need some points here as they're down 3 goals. That's a lot in soccer, especially since we're nearing that 10-minute to play mark. Best effort of the season by the Minutemen right now. Not only on the scoreboard with the lead, but they've done it in net, they've done it in the middle of the field, they've done it defensively, they've done it offensively. And I tell you, it's just been well, I don't want to jinx them because there's still time left. But you watch this effort today and you kind of wonder where that is the other games. I know they're pumped up for the Woodstock rivalry, but you got to get like that for each game. You got to find that focus switch and get yourself all focused for every opponent. Off the head, see Plouffe come through it. Yeah, Plouffe playing on a very sore ankle right now, and it'll be Woodstock with the throw. Mill River right now should be really content if they can bog things up like this in the middle of the field. That clock keeps ticking and that lead stays the same. And now this is going to be Holler, number 13, Holler. Yeah, she's going to take it and set it down. It's going to be Rob taking the throw. We'll have a substitution coming in, and it's going to be Osmer leaving and Ross coming in, number 17, Eleanor Ross. Now, I'm not saying that's why the substitution was placed at that moment, but the clock runs and the ball doesn't move when you're doing those subs, so maybe the subs become a little more frequent just for that reason. See Paige come back, Paige Carrera come back and sneakily, if that's a word, get the ball away from a couple defenders. Ashley Robb said, here we go, there's the big throw, and she was looking for Ross and then followed up by Plouffe, driven through too far out from Gilchrist's foot, almost picked up by the Mill River trailer on the play, which was Katrupi, and now the breakout at the other end. See what Lee did so well, anticipated, got to the spot, brought it wide out of harm's way, made the rush down the field, and that's why Coach Chadburn's so excited about her being a sweeper. She's got the tools, she's got the mindset, she's got the toughness, she's got the skills. Oh, I mean, all your good teams, all your great teams, and all, to me, you need a great sweeper. I think of the younger two Wilson boys that played sweeper for Rutland when I was allowed to cover their soccer, and of course they have we'll have one of the younger Wilson boys, Chad Wilson, will be playing for CSJ. We'll have some of his soccer action on Channel 15 for you. And that ball back to the middle to Bagley. Bagley with the plant of the foot will go off to the outside, and they're looking. Woodstock is now just to get some time of possession to generate some shots. They need something big to happen offensively for them, and they have just not gotten it down inside their offensive end hardly at all this second half. So you think they would have made the adjustments and cranked up the intensity for the second half. It has been quite the opposite. Mill River had the lead at the half, and they came out and they've been the better team here in the second half. And that rain really coming down now. And I'm trying to hold off. I'm putting the garbage bag back on. So Woodstock with the kick from the 30 on the foul. That's going to be Murphy, number 15. And again, Murphy left the game for a moment early on. And she's going to give up the kick now. So we'll have Emmons coming over. Or Emmons, I'm not really sure which. Toward the net on the skid, just wide through the inline, not touched by a white jersey. It'll become a goal kick for Mill River. Again, I don't know if you can pick up the rain because of my camera being old, but you can pick up the umbrellas, and that tells you the story. A wet one. Not cold, though. That's one fortunate thing. As Amanda Leaves played very well back there today, we'll get set for the kick with just 7:50 to go in the game. And that's going to be popped up, still in play, brought down on a settle. Katrupi tried to turn and go with it. And Katrupi, what a solid effort by Katrupi today. A whole team effort today by Mill River. That's just a great play right there. Ross kept it in bounds, split two defenders. Ross on the follow-up. And boy, you can see right now, Woodstock just bottled up in the middle of that field. People who are soccer experts tell me if you can control the middle of the field, there's a 99% chance you're going to control the game. And I'll tell you what, that's what I've seen here today. Mill River has been able to really own the center of the field, especially in the second half. And they've controlled the flow of the game. 3-0 in soccer is almost a dominating score, and that's where we're at right now. One of those goals coming on a penalty kick made by Rebecca Day. She also had the game's first goal off a corner kick. And then Osmer with goal number 2 late in the first half. And we'll have Plouffe pick it up. And Plouffe on the fly will get the bounce to the outside. Katrupi can't cut back to the ball. She'll just keep going backwards to go forwards. And, oh, man. I think they call it handball. Yeah. Katrupi diving through the air. Had to go off her hand. And it'll become a kick now for Gilbreth. And Woodstock with just 6 minutes to go on the clock. And boy, that pretty much epitomizes the kind of afternoon it's been for Woodstock. One of their top players on just a kick, a penalty kick, or a foul kick actually, not a PK, I'm sorry. Kicked it and just went directly into her bench a mile out of bounds. That's coming over. That's live, that's still live, and where's the support? Not there. And Woodstock right there might got a break right there as that ball was in a danger zone, but it was a very sloppily played defensive possession for Woodstock, but they were able to weather it, no pun intended. And now Mill River to Day coming back, and it's going to be set down by Robb. Again, Robb would get a blue ribbon for today's effort. She has played a solid ball game for the Minutemen. White throw coming up. So you're going to bring Robb over, and again, she'll take her time. That clock continues to run. Why not take it to your advantage and milk it down, shorten the game. So Captain Robb with the throw. We'll go past Ross, and oh, that's Kaylee out there. Peterson, number 21 in the ball game. Now I can't tell you if she was in earlier today or not, but now I've caught her in the viewfinder, so she's out there. So Peterson, 21, up and playing. See how strong Robb was? She took the contact that could have been a whistle, didn't lose her bounce, and Woodstock will have the ball. Number 3 taking the throw will be Sophie Anderson. Nope, she's going to get replaced. They always do that right after I name them. Sarah Andrews will take the throw. I'll tell you what, Mill River maintains this execution and intensity the rest of the season, they'll be okay. But they got to come out and play like this all the time, and that's been their problem, finding a level of consistency. And on the reverse dribble, Woodstock able to launch it toward the middle of the field. It will squirt past a couple different players, there Plouffe being one of them, and that's just going to be popped up. Day got a hand on it, got a foot on it. No, she didn't get a hand on it, Jerry, because that'd become a foul, and that's going to be no whistle there as Stone got tangled up with the Woodstock player, number 4, Andrews. 3 minutes, 42 seconds to go in the soccer game. The Minutemen maintain that 3-0 score as now they're thinking shutout. Now they can kind of put that to the forefront and think, you know, we've worked this hard, we've executed this well, we've hustled all day. Let's save that shutout. That's a sweet thing. Day taken to the ground. We'll have a foul and a kick coming up. So they're calling for and asking for a ball. And that ball was being rolled out. It hit one of the Woodstock players that slowed it down. And oh, I didn't realize that they called the foul on Mill River. Ooh, not sure of that. And believe me, I really realize I probably don't have a clue when I'm looking at her calling. And I also realize it's extremely irrelevant what my opinion is on it. But I'm just trying to fill up airspace. That will be to the side and saved momentarily. As now Carrero will take it over. Carrero over midfield. Carrero, the nifty move, got to the inside. Carrero trying to pick up the loose ball off the missed kick. And Woodstock will just drive it now back down into the offensive end of the field, or the offensive third as it's called in soccer. As we're nearing 2 minutes to go in the soccer game, Mill River with their best performance of the season. As the sub coming in, and I cannot see yet till she turns. Oh, it's Taryn. It's Redenis out there. Okay. So Taryn Redenis into the game for Mill River, and she played. Everybody played well for Mill River. That's why they've got the 3-0 lead. Coach Chadburn will be able to sleep easier tonight, maybe enjoy his supper, because his team played very well today. And that's going to be a white throw. It'll be Katrupi right in front of the Woodstock bench, and Katrupi with the heave, and she'll find her teammate on that side, Carrera. It'll be knocked away from Carrera, and Katrupi will chase the ball down herself with 1:27 to go in the soccer game. And Katrupi Got the ball in, and they couldn't get a foot on it. It just kind of laid there for a second. There's the follow-up, and it's going to be wide and out through the inline. Well, a goal kick coming up. It was Plouffe that came up and tried to just softly touch it. You know what? That never went through the inline. I'm sorry about that. That'll be a green throw. So with 1 minute to go, it's going to be a Mill River win over divisional foe Woodstock. This is going to be pretty sweet for the ladies in white out there. And Rogstad at the middle of the field with a tough play to get the ball away will come back to Lee. Lee will plant and kick and drive the ball through to Kachupi. Kachupi on the move. She's got 3 wide, and there's the ball skidding into the box, and that will force the goalie to come out and make the play with 30 seconds left in the contest. Yeah, so 2 goals in the first half, and then the goal here on the penalty kick in the second half, and that's going to be your final score. As they wait for the ball, as we're down to just 18 seconds and counting, but right now we're looking at a 3-0 win for Mill River. As that pops up, and that's going to be the soccer game. When they get it and they throw it, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, and the Minutemen on their home turf will get the 3-0 win. 2 goals by Rebecca Day, and 1 by Emily Osmer, and the shutout by Mackenzie Mooney, and you've got yourself some happy Minutemen out there. And this was a big win over a quality opponent and a solid 80 minutes of soccer. Mill River played end to end this time on the clock and played a tough, complete game, and the coach got to be extremely satisfied. There's Coach Chadburn. So congratulations to Mill River. A good job by Woodstock. Get out there, support your student athletes, catch a soccer game or any fall sport live, and if you get a chance, turn on TV and watch Munger Vision. Thanks a lot.